Avatar Brothers is the first comic book in Dark Horse's Avatar series. Sherry Smith wrote it for Free Comic Book Day back in 2017, while the illustrator was Doug Wheatley and the coloring was done by Wes Dioba. The cover art was created by Dave Wilkins, but more on them in a moment. On the Dark Horse website, it gave the following description about the comic. Quote, "Return to the wilds of Pandora and the world of the Na'vi as Jake Sully connects with the flying Turok, the majestic Great Leonoptrix, by remembering the depth of his bond with his twin brother and great partnerships of history and legend." End quote. Doug Wheatley, the illustrator, is best known for his Dark Horse Star Wars comic book series and also did work on the later Avatar comics. Wes Dioba also worked on some Star Wars comics as well as Aliens vs Predator comics, while the writer Sherry Smith is most recognized for her work as a young adult novelist. She previously worked as a development executive for Disney TV Animation's animated home video projects as well as in stop-motion animation on Tim Burton's Mars Attacks. The issue focuses on Jake Sully's connection with the Great Leonoptrix, which is strengthened by his recollections of his brother and the stories he told about great historical and legendary alliances, specifically referring to Alexander the Great taming his horse, which was said to be one of the biggest and wildest out there, and as you can see, has a similar story with Jake taming the Great Leonoptrix. As a comic book exclusive scene, the story is set following the events of the first film, with Jake preparing for the ultimate fight in the Pandoran War, depicting what transpired between him jumping upon the Great Leonoptrix and arriving at the Tree of Souls. If you remember from the first movie, we see Jake stalking the Great Leonoptrix, jumping upon its back, but we don't really know what else happened until he arrived at the Tree of Souls, mounting this great beast. This comic book is a great but short filler, which just gives us some backstory to Jake and his brother as well. The placeholder cover was slightly different than that of the final cover, as the final cover had Jake front and center. Interestingly, the look or attire Jake had on the cover was an exact replica of his figure, and one that I'm still trying to get my hands on. Overall, this was a very short read, but just gives us some insight to the missing pieces from the movie, and if you can get your hands on this comic, then it is certainly worth your time. Did you ever get this free comic on Free Comic Book Day back in 2017? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.